straight away from his village and landed in that office, and you who have done 10 years of theatre will be measured equally.
Hi everybody, it's Silas from AsianCultureVulture.com. We're in Goa. We're here for the International Film Festival of India and IFFI54. And I'm about to go into a fantastic session which is all about creating compelling content for web series. And in conversation, Manoj Bajpayee, the lead of The Family Man, a huge success story on Amazon Prime. The creators behind that show, The Family Man, is Raj and DK. There's also Krishna, one of the actors in The Family Man. There's also Apurva Bakshi, who is behind the success of Delhi Crime, which won an Emmy, and of course we talked to Richie Mehta about the success, and we also there when it won its Netflix deal at Sundance. So let's go and find out what they're going to say about creating compelling content for successful web series that have global appeal.
I want to know the Manoj that I know, how has he faced his failures? Success is there in front of us, but there have been moments like me also, we get into our own shells, you know. So I want to know, Manoj, how you dealt with it.
Dolly, the initial time in Bombay, Mumbai, which is called now, initial years in Mumbai without work was very difficult. Why it was difficult? Because when I was doing theatre, when you were also there, we were doing theatre without getting paid. I mean, there's no money in theatre. So, but I was very busy. I was kind of working with Barry John. I had my own group that I was busy with. There was no time for anything else. But the amount of work that we were putting in theatre, it was not giving us time to even think that we are hungry, okay? It was not giving us time to think that we don't have money to take a bus back to the room, okay? It was not giving us time for anything. We were so driven, we were so passionate. Days were filled with activities and the plays and the rehearsals. And suddenly when you land in Mumbai, you don't have work. And everybody thinks that, you know, our days in Delhi was difficult. No, it was so fantastic because we were learning every day, we were practicing, we were rehearsing. There was no time for anything. If we felt that, you know, I want to have samosa, I'm very hungry, I'll immediately go to DK and say, if you have 2 rupees, give it to me, I want to buy a samosa. So that was a kind of time we, you know, enjoyed together with our friends, with our colleagues who were working together. But in Mumbai, when you land, you don't know anybody and you don't have enough money. You have to really be worried about your rent, you have to be worried about your food, and you don't have work. Whichever office you go to, a person who came straight away from his village and landed in that office, and you who have done 10 years of theatre will be measured equally.
You had a long and successful film career, and you still have a long and successful film career before you got into OTT. How did it help you? You know, I'm sure you'll say acting is acting, but was there anything specific that helped you in the longer format?
Longer format is very challenging. You know, on the contrary, you know, Dayal was partially right in saying that, you know, you have to get into this skin of the scene, but it's keeping the consistency of the character, keeping the flow of the character, keeping all those nuances of the character, and also remembering each and every scene and where it's coming is the most difficult thing. I mean, Raj and DK, they start with the first episode, scene from first episode, and the second scene that we are going to shoot, it actually coming from the 9th episode. So keeping the graph, you know, and deciding the graph of it, you know, in a matter of time, I think it's a most difficult thing. And you can only do it if you are with the character and with the script.
Power of storytelling was where my heart gravitated towards. I'm a army kid who traveled our country and truly believe that we have hyperlocal stories that must reach the rest of the world. The route to Naman, reaching Delhi Crime was exactly in these 3 steps. I was a Sony Pictures Networks Asia girl. I used to run Animax and EXN for a long time. And American programmers were the love of my life, as in Amazing Race Asia, you name it, like Cyril, Simply Match It, Minute to Minute. And like Richie, obviously, he is fully Desi and completely a full Delhiite, but his Hindi is horrible. So I used to do dialogue checks and I had passed out because we were exhausted. But there was a lot of labor of love in building that one because it was truly indie. Everybody came in for the passion of wanting to do something bigger.
So we bought a computer, taught ourselves how to edit. So this whole package gave us the confidence that wherever you put us, we can make a film, irrespective of the budget, irrespective of the stars. So I think that's what still keeps us going. Even the Family Man, the way we shot it, the way we approached it, the way we switched from features to series. The indie background was so strong for us that it helped us so much to do anything and kind of push the envelope wherever we want to, because at the end of it, it's just you. You can screw it up or you can do it well. So it's in your hands.
But people do watch, so there's a consistent viewership that always goes on. That is what is interesting about OTT.
I want to add to that. So when season 2 dropped, season 1's viewership went up, like it was number 1, number 2. No, actually number 1, number 3. In between was Bollywood Housewives, which is very happy that people are actually escaping. But that's what happens, that there's rediscovery, there is renewed viewership just to catch up. Because of the pandemic, a lot of distance was created between season 1, 2s or 3s. And I think that really gives a boost to material that is, like if it was only shouldering, Manoj was only shouldering the responsibility of putting so many plot lines and carrying the weight of so many plot lines, the other performers, and that's why theatre performers and drama school performers are so well adaptive to, because the discipline that you have to perform on stage on that one day together in as a cohesive unit is so brilliantly translated to an OTT environment where you don't have, a specific. All Bollywood films have that very specific one character-led storyline. Here, everybody has their own subplots and they have to shoulder that responsibility of elevating. So a Shefali gets elevated because of Book, because of Rajendra or Rasika Duggal, like all of them, Rajesh Telan, all of them really uplift that performance.
Maybe here and there you might have to just nudge a little bit, but let them do the job. So I think, so we are lucky, I think, in Family Man, literally down to the smallest actor, all our leads and everybody. I think the casting was done right.
So Manoj, beyond the handshake and let's do it, did they share a Bible with you? What all did they share with you?
We share some wine, right?
Both, and Raj ran away from there after having 2 glasses of red wine, and DK and me, we crumbled after a few hours. Anyway, so now I happen to be in USA, and I watched this series Narcos, and that was the first time I got myself familiar with OTT and its work.